Hi, I'm Jen Royle with the Boston Herald, and welcome to another edition of Talk of the Town, sponsored by Aria Trattoria, one of the North End of Boston's greatest Italian restaurants. All right, we're back here at Fenway Park and trying to get through the entire roster before the season's over, as you can tell. And in this case, one of the most interesting players in the clubhouse isn't the best player on the team, although that does happen in some clubhouses. And yes, I'm talking about veteran catcher David Ross, who is just one of the most positive human beings to be around. It's pretty loud here at Fenway. Fans are pouring in, but they haven't really been very happy with you guys. David, how are you feeling right now about the state of this team?
Yeah, we're definitely not happy either. I mean, we're trying to get this thing on the right track. It's over halfway. We're after the break. The trade deadline's coming up. There's just a lot going on right now, but we do still have a lot of talent here, and there's some good young guys that you're seeing some promise in, and some fun guys to come out and watch. You know, Jackie Bradley Jr. is an exciting player. I love Christian Vasquez as a catcher. A lot of Xander's are great. We got a lot of exciting players, and John Lester, who we know is one of the best pitchers in the game. So there's a lot to come out and support, and hopefully we can get this thing on right. We need all the help we can get right now. That's what I tell the fans.
Yeah, you do. Okay, so we're going to talk about Vasquez in a second, but I want to ask you about Jake Peavy, and on a scale of 1 to 100, how much are you going to miss him in this clubhouse, and why? People don't understand.
Yeah, I mean, for me personally, on and off the field, it's 110, honestly, yeah. Love the guy, the competitor he is, the way he comes to work every day and makes us better, his personality, the way he wants to win. He's an unselfish player. With all that he's won in this game, it's amazing how unselfish he is and how he's a team first guy, and that's what I'm gonna miss the most. He goes out there and puts it on the line every time out, whether he's got his good stuff or he doesn't, and that's what I love about Peeve. He's fun on and off the field. You can joke around with him. He's all about having a good time and having fun, but doing the right things and finding a way to win the right way.
Okay, so I want to talk about the clubhouse for a second because you mentioned the trade deadline. How much does that affect you guys? Even though some might say you've completely fallen out of it and you guys are selling, how much does it affect you guys, though, given that you're such a tight bunch, just hearing that this guy might go and that guy might go, especially Lester and guys like John Lackey?
Yeah, well, the hardest part is there's a lot of guys here from a World Series team last year, and there is a tight bond. There's a lifetime bond of a lot of guys here. So to see any of those guys go, it hurts, but it's also, we know the business of the game. Obviously, we want to keep as many guys as we can and try to keep competing because there are a lot of games left, and who knows how hot we can get. But we're gonna need guys here if we're gonna do anything. But yet, these guys could really help some other teams. A lot of talent there, so we're gonna miss them if they go, but we're kind of secretly hoping not.
All right, so you mentioned Christian Vasquez, one guy, as you just said, that can help. What is it about him? Give us a little scouting report, and how much is he impressing you?
He's really impressing me. I mean, his skill set, he wants to win, which is first and foremost. He cares about catching, which is hard to find in young guys that really care about the game calling aspect, the pitcher's ERA, his ERA. You can tell he wants to win, and he's doing everything he can to learn more about the game, the hitters, how our pitchers work. And he's an exciting player. He can really throw. He can handle the bat. I love his attitude on a daily basis. He's always got a smile. He's into every pitch. A lot of fist pumps when we get big out, so he's exciting.
One thing, too, that he told me, David, is that he's asking a ton of questions. Has that impressed you, the fact that, he's kind of a rookie sponge, trying to ask as much as possible and just learn?
It is, and it's the right questions. They're not questions that he should already know. They're actually detailed, in-depth questions, which is a big deal. You learn his maturity level from those questions, and his maturity level is really high. So I love the guy. I'm so happy to be a part of the catching group that involves him, and trying to help him in any way I can.
That's so nice. All right, your Twitter fans want to ask you a question. They want to know, how long do you envision yourself playing, and do you ever want to get into coaching when you're done?
I want to play as long as they'll keep giving me a check. I don't know if it's a check part. As long as I can win and perform, I want to keep playing. I don't know how much longer that is, but I definitely am getting towards the back end of my career. I understand that. But and the coaching aspect, I love being around this game. I love trying to find a way to win and compete and help a team compete. I like the team family aspect and everybody getting on board for one goal. I love that. So I don't know if it's in my future. I don't know if anybody give me a job, but I might take it if somebody offered it to me.
All right. Well, my last question for you is that, here at the Herald, we like to highlight people's personalities. And David, I like being around you. You make other people feel happy.
Thank you.
We're kind of the same age, which is good for me. I don't feel so old when I'm around you. But other players just like being around you. You're like that one guy in the clubhouse that people like to have around. Why is that, A? And B, how important is it for you as a veteran catcher to always have a positive attitude?
Yeah, I think positivity. This game's so negative. It's a game of failure. 3 for 10 is good. Yeah, it's good. 300. It's like you fail 7 times and you're like really, really good in this game. So I feel like there's so much negativity in this game already that it's hard to be positive. So I try to go out of my way to be positive and find the bright side of things. And I love being around guys. I love talking baseball. I love coming to work. We get to come to work in this museum they call Fenway Park, and it's fun for me. I don't know how long I'll be able to play, and I've been released before, so I understand not to take things for granted, and just trying to figure out a way to win and help. I love that aspect of the game, all pulling together for one goal, and you can't do that if you're being negative. So it's very important to be positive, and I love my role, and I love this team, and I love baseball. So I don't know if that. Hopefully it shows. Maybe that's why I make it. And I like smiling too. I like making fun of myself, which makes everybody laugh. I think that's probably one of the reasons everybody likes being around me.
No, it shows. When anyone's having a bad day, we just look for David Ross, and we're happy again.
Well, thank you very much. I really do appreciate it.
Thank you for your time. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks, David.
You got it.